The Samsung Galaxy A22 5G becomes the first phone in the Galaxy A lineup to come with 5G, and the company didn't do this half-heartedly. Instead, you're getting 12 5G bands on this smartphone. But besides 5G, there's a lot to this device, and in this video, I'm going to give you all the good and bad about the Galaxy A22 5G so that you can decide whether to buy it or skip it. Hello everyone, Aman here for Mr. Phone, and before we begin, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. There's no denying the Galaxy A22 5G is a chunky smartphone, although the build quality is solid despite featuring a plastic construction. This is the cloud mint color, my favorite of the lot, a soft touch matte finish on the rear panel, and I hope the camera is able to do justice to this beautiful shade. Moving on, the volume rockers offer amazing tactile feedback. The power button doubles up as a fingerprint reader, which is not the fastest around but is very accurate. Good to see that the Galaxy A22 5G comes with a headphone jack. Additionally, the phone has a triple slots, which means you are getting expandable storage to up to 1 terabyte. There's also a single bottom firing speaker, which sounds okay, nothing special about it, but the good thing is that the audio doesn't distort even at high volumes. Coming to the display now, this is a 6.6-inch Infinity V LCD display, which admittedly is not as color-rich and contrasty as Samsung's Super AMOLED screens, but still it gets the job done. You get a 90Hz refresh rate, so that is a plus. And anyway, if we don't get in the Super AMOLED versus LCD debate, the display here is actually not bad at all. For watching videos or checking your social media or simply browsing the web, the display is good enough. As a whole, colors look good, brightness levels are adequate, there's no bleeding around the edges, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, there's no denying that a Super AMOLED panel is definitely superior than an LCD panel, but I'm guessing to keep the cost of the device in check, Samsung went ahead with an LCD display on the Galaxy A22 5G. Okay, moving on, you're getting One UI 3.1 atop Android 11. As for the hardware, this phone is powered by the Dimensity 700 SoC, a first for a Samsung phone, if I'm not wrong. Despite how heavy and feature-rich One UI is, app load times were fast, transitions and animations were smooth, and apart from the minor stutters here and there, the overall performance was very good despite the 6GB RAM on my review unit. Although spam notifications from bloatware apps are a thing, but it's good that you can uninstall those apps, so that is sorted. But aside from that, the Dimensity 700 is a pretty capable chipset that didn't break a sweat even under serious load, and that applies to gaming as well. But this reminds me of the chipset's only drawback. While playing games such as BGMI or COD Mobile, the phone did not show any sort of performance issues. The games actually ran pretty well with no heating issues also over longer sessions. It's just that I could only play these games at up to 30 FPS, so I don't understand why didn't MediaTek unlock 60 FPS on this chipset. And not just for this phone, even with other Dimensity 700 powered smartphones as well, this problem persists when it comes to gaming, so there is that. Moving on, in terms of connectivity, there is carrier aggregation support, and if you care about 5G and future-proofing, then there is support for 12 5G bands. Apart from that, network reception and call quality were also good throughout the review period. The earpiece sounded loud and clear, and there's a native call recorder as well. Battery life also deserves a plus, as the 5000 mAh cell consistently lasted me about 1.5 days on medium to heavy usage with around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time. As a matter of fact, with light usage, on some days I could even hit the 2.5 days endurance. So battery backup is excellent, no doubt. However, the charging times need improvement since the 15-watt charger takes about 2 hours to fully top up. Again, this is not an issue for me since I charge my phones overnight, but it could be an issue for others. Finally, let's talk about the camera. So you're getting 3 lenses at the rear, a 48 megapixel main sensor, a 5 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. At the front, there's an 8 megapixel camera for selfies. Okay, so the star of the show here is the primary 48 megapixel camera, which in my opinion takes contrasty, vibrant and color-rich photos. Details and dynamic range were also good, but then again, if you prefer true to source tones in your images, then this camera system might not be your cup of tea. The ultra wide angle camera performs okay. I mean, it does fine when it comes to color reproduction. It's just that the details and sharpness suffer when you zoom in on the images. But anyway, I think overall the Galaxy A22 5G takes good photos given there's ample lighting. I was even impressed with the selfie camera performance. However, portrait mode selfies could use improvement when it comes to edge detection. As for the photos taken during the night, I would say they were okay until you are looking at them on the phone's screen, because while night mode definitely helps with the exposure, the photos themselves lack details and sharpness. In terms of video recording, the Galaxy A22 5G can shoot up to 2K 30fps videos, and while the colors, the dynamic range, the movements look good, two things definitely need work. One is the stabilization, and the second being how the algorithm deals with shadows. Maybe a software patch might help fix this. Finally, here's a selfie sample. Front-facing video sample being shot on the Samsung Galaxy A22 5G. So this is the 1080p 30fps video sample. This is the max this phone can do. And yeah, this is what you can expect in terms of overall output. Let me know what you think about the stabilization, the colors, how does my audio sound, as in how do I sound? What do you think about the dynamic range? And yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think about the overall quality of this front-facing video sample? Let me know in the comments. Cheers. The Galaxy A22 5G is a safe phone to recommend whether you buy it for your current needs or you buy it thinking about the future. Now, some people might argue that this phone is overpriced, but we need to understand that cramming 12 5G bands, that's where the money has been put in. And of course, there's a Samsung Premium also that you are paying, but in return, you're actually getting a good design, good display, good performance, and of course, a reliable and secure software experience. Otherwise, when it comes to the alternatives, if you are a little tight on the budget, but you want to purchase a 5G smartphone, in that case, the Realme Narzo 30 5G fits the bill. Almost the same specs you are getting there, but 4 less 5G bands and a 4,000 rupees cheaper price tag as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This was my review of the Samsung Galaxy A22 5G, which is a solid smartphone with a lot of 5G bands support. Let me know what you guys think about this smartphone in the comments below. As always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Mr. Phone. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.